I mean, like, we took out the entire fucking mortar fort by ourselves.
Oh, you killed 4 people with the whole squad.
Oh man.
Impressive, okay? Impressive.
I did. I just said, fuck it, I'm out of here.
I think we should say survive.
I was command. I had no biz fighting that by myself.
Dude, we like at the end, we just like ran into like the swamp like maniacs, shooting whatever we saw.
Nah, man, that was a good op, actually. I got lobotomized by BTR. Fuck them.
Squad 3.
So we haven't got any good shit.
It's gonna be a very hard place to defend, but I think it's gonna be fun.
Did they get a mortar?
Oh.
Do we get them? Oh, no, we don't.
It doesn't seem like it would be too bad, especially if they're coming from the north or northeast.
Oh, I can hold this. This isn't going to be hard.
Yeah, it's not.
You're not gonna be over here though.
I thought it was in the...
You're gonna be down squad 3s. No, we'll get truckers at some point soon.
No, that
Alright,
I meant
Paige,
start.
thank you for sacrificing yourself for the greater good. You're welcome. I owe you a beer. You got the spawning roll zone? Raiding them now. Lit. Sorry, I'm rolling them now. Even litter.
Hey, come over here. Up your rally.
Oh, just into him. Everyone.
Okay, so once again, Bob and self-vindication, right around here. Down here will be Ding. Money Man, I think I'm actually gonna have you split between here and here. And then Blackard will be down by the trans truck.
I'm defending the truck.
Down there. Maybe a fucking fire team over here as well. It's like I said, this is kind of a shit spot, but I think the use of our northern flank makes it very beneficial.
Yeah, I like.
Can I go and scout that, or do you need me here?
Yes, as long as you stay within the range here.
It's 300 meters, right?
But as long as you stay within Bob range.
It's like 200.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Saturday Squad Ops One Life event. I'm your commentator for this evening, ShadowedRitual, and tonight we bring to you Operation Black Ice. At its core, it is an attack defense op. The U.S., who will be in blue, will be defending one of 3 locations. Being the location they chose is the D9 area, sort of this little area outlined by the road, and they're sort of defending it from
Can you just tell him to
Russian
pick someone out of
involvement, or excuse me, from a Russian assault. Before I go into more detail about the operation and what exactly they have to do, let's go ahead and what makes it really unique. Let's go ahead and go over who's participating in this game, platoon lead wise, command wise. For the U.S. team, we have platoon lead Dwarf, who didn't want to remake his squad, so now I'm squad 5. With the squad leads Vindication, Moneyman, Ding Chavez, and Blackbeard. For the Russian team, we have platoon lead Alpha Guido, with his squad leads Phoenix, Bag of Joe, Miyamoto, and Silas. Alpha Guido's first time commanding, very first time, is actually the way we do the way we're starting to bring on more commanders is they've got to do a couple sessions where they shadow, and now Alpha Guido is on the stage where he is being shadowed. Where basically he's leading his platoon,
I'm getting an engineer, right?
but Phoenix is there just in case something goes like completely wrong, where like, you know, this is not a good idea, you're not doing this kind of thing, and then Phoenix can step in and take charge. But for the most part, Alpha Guido's in charge, and we'll see how he does. He's going against Dwarf. Gotta lean towards Dwarf just because he's got that experience under his belt. But Alpha Guido, we'll see. I'm hoping to see some good stuff out of him. A lot of the times the new squad leads, or the new commands, do a lot of things that the old commands aren't used to. So it's interesting. It's it can throw a wrench into what the older commands are used to, and in a good way, I should say. It can definitely change up how they see the ops and how they play the ops. How's it going? Just cruising, skirts, what's up? So, this Operation Black Ice, I'll go ahead and bring up the map one more time so you can see. The Russians are tasked with assaulting a U.S. FOB. Their situation brief reads as U.S. forces are trying to regain their foothold in the valley by inserting small teams under the cover of darkness. Command has learned of a large concentration of these U.S. forces and wants your platoon to find and eliminate this concentration. So, search and destroy, attack, defense, or they're searching for the U.S. forces in the area. They know they're in the area in one of 3 positions. That's it. U.S. forces situation. Your platoon's mission is to set up and operate in this valley behind the Russian lines to disrupt the flow of supplies being moved to the ever-advancing Russian front. Your platoon is almost full strength and is waiting for supply drops tonight so the engineers attached to your platoon can place mines and explosives throughout the valley. Your platoon's mission tonight is to secure the supplies and establish a patrol base to operate out of. So, U.S. forces behind enemy lines, they've got a crew of engineers with them, they're awaiting supply drops, which is what the unique thing is about this op, and they are tasked with holding and defending this radio so they can operate out of it for future missions. Players joining in means I've got a time limit. What do these guys have to complete this objective? So, we'll start with the Russians first. Russians per squad, 1 squad lead, 1 fire team lead kit, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic. Platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit. 2 medium machine guns and 2 breachers. Their breacher kit is the answer to the scout, where it has an IED. It's a satchel charge, which is basically a timed IED. They place it down, and I believe they have 25 to 30 seconds before it explodes, so they can't really call it. They place it down and it blows up. Vehicles, they get 2 trans trucks and 1 BTR-80. Pretty simple loadout for them. Not too many explosives. Really, the only explosives they have are the breachers and grenades. But other than that, not heavy on the explosives. U.S. hits per squad, 1 squad lead, 1 fire team lead kit, 2 automatic riflemen, 1 light anti-tank kit, and 1 medic. The platoon armory is 4 engineers. Our engineers are walking fobs. They have between 5 and 10 sandbags and barbed wire on them, so they can make a little OP for themselves very quickly and easily. Their vehicles are random supply drops. The event admin will be rolling a die, and there's a chance. So there are 2 tables. This is what makes it unique. The U.S. are waiting supply drops. There are 2 tables that the event admins will be going on. One is the one die roll. It's a D6. 1 die roll determines how soon the supplies get dropped. Anywhere between 5 minutes after live to 15 minutes after live. And then the next table is the drop LZ. Depending on the patrol base they chose, which they chose C, I believe. 1 second, let me confirm that. No, they chose B. They chose B, and so they roll a die, and then it has an option of being a bad drop, meaning they don't get supplies, and then it can spawn north, east, south, or west. And that's basically it. Then they can use those supplies to build up their fobs. I don't think they can put any heavy like weapons like HMGs or tows, but they can definitely... Nope, I lied. I'm a complete liar. Their fob radio has 1 radio, 2 HMGs, 1 mortar, and sandbags and wire. Only no Hesco walls. So those 2 HMGs and the mortar going to be used for dictating the routes the Russians are able to take if the supply drops work for them. Sometimes it doesn't. I've seen ops where 3 of the 4 supply drops are bad and the 4th one landed nowhere near the fob, so it was basically just a supply truck that the lats could go to. And we'll see. We'll see how the die rules work. See if the die rules work for the US this round. Is Karmacut there, Shivam? I do not think so. Double check. Yeah, no. He's not playing this round. It seems we'll be fine. Getting guys loaded into the server. Yeah. Looks like we're at gonna be a full op. Let me double check live op.
Maybe
Live op is full, and we've still got people in pre-op waiting to go for next round. Cool. So, I've gone over kits, I've gone over the mission. Drop the map because you already know where they are. And let's talk about the terrain that the US will be defending. Dwarf says it's not a good spot. He doesn't like this spot. He doesn't think it's a good spot. I have seen this spot destroyed. Like this mission was created in... Go down to the designer notes. Oh no, they didn't put oh, here it is. It was created in 2018, so it was created last year, about same time last year, February 15th last year, so about a month. Wow, about the same. About a month ago, a year ago, a year and a month ago, there it goes. It was created, it was updated for V11, and it was updated just a couple days ago to clarify some rules and whatnot. So it's a relatively new op, but I've seen it played probably the third or fourth time it's been played, and I've seen this spot once. Helos allowed. There's no helos in this op, Shivam. Cold weather conditions. They can't find the snow. The gas will freeze like in that movie. Trying to blink. Day After Tomorrow. That's so no cold. No. Well, I guess these people would die if the gas. Whatever. But yeah, no helicopters in this op. The only real heavy vehicle that's going to be in play is going to be that BTR, and we're going to have to see how it works, or how the Russians decide to use it.
How's it dark, dude?
Yeah, like what
is
is
the
the
mountain?
It's not that dark at all.
Yeah, like
It's not dark at all.
It's just cold.
Oh well. Maybe
it's
it's just blind.
before you
You guys
spawned
spawned
in.
in.
What the hell?
White is very white, but
Have you got glaucoma or
just
something?
don't ask.
Like?
So, let me continue on with this. This position, specifically this little northern stretch right here, this salient, is I think is actually a very fun spot to defend. It's got some rock
don't have
cover.
mortars,
You
right?
you supplement this with sandbags. You got a nice little OP to watch in all directions. Obviously, they can see you from all directions, but I think it's a really fun spot to defend. And you got a couple little cheeky spots like this that are already pre-put down for the map that could be interesting to hold, especially if you've got like an automatic rifleman here with some binoculars, with a squad lead with binoculars, or fire team lead with binoculars. You can do some damage from the safety of cover. Yeah, these rock faces I've seen do a lot of work. This eastern flank gets a little sketchy, especially when you get near this like pond. And over here, it gets a little spread out and open. But I definitely am a big fan of this specific area right here, right up about to where the fob goes. It can get really nice to defend. Lining up for a platoon roof. Looks like Dorf is lining up for a platoon roof. We're gonna go ahead and listen in, see how he plans on holding this. I believe it's gonna be a very wide defense. Well, we will confirm that right now, though.
All good on
I think. Now it looks like he's still getting guys spawned in.
Yeah, I just went on mitigation.
They should provide red dot sight at least to all soldiers. Also, all the U.S. do have the red dot sight. Well, they have the option of the red dot sight. Pony has it. Where well, actually, no, he gave him all the red dot sites.
People in the game, I'm not gonna have enough kits to have both of those engineers.
Don't forget to look straight up, gentlemen.
We're gonna get more, don't worry.
Whoa, the snow.
Whoa.
It's a hurricane.
The shit's just fucked. Get your
Yeah,
guys
love the snow.
sorted out as best can. Get them
Oh, it's
loaded in.
Fortnite.
Interesting.
I'll do the brief
It's
now.
the Christmas miracle, guys.
Look at that.
Should we get a group selfie?
Alright, comms.
Yeah, but the US do have the red dot site, and the Russians have like a hollow site. Most kits nowadays have the red dot site. I believe the insurgents and the militia do not.
We have a lot of
Or
people who are not.
some of the militia do.
They have the same problem.
Almost all of the insurgents do not.
And I think it's a direct result of the helicopters.
Yeah, it's awesome having them, but I mean, the crashes, man.
Yeah, it's painful for sure.
Personally, I don't think they add too much to the operations.
Yeah, that's a conversation for a later time. But I agree.
Alright, let's get this shit fucking started.
Alright, gonna
Are we
listen in on
fucking
his
on
brief.
session 2 Saturday night?
Hell yeah, let's
Sure,
go.
whatever.
Go, baby.
Good
I
stuff.
I got my beer, I've got my salt and crackers, I'm ready to go. Alright,
I got my tea.
yeah, see this guy knows. Alright, so our fucking mission here, we've fucking got ourselves cut off. We need to fucking reply. We're waiting on aircraft to come airdrop us some Logi trucks. We're gonna set up a fucking nice little cop fob here. But there's Russians in the area, and the Russians know we're here, so they're gonna try and fucking wipe us out. Alright, so Vindication's gonna be here on the fob proper, defending. He's gonna have a fire team of some size out west here, out in that helmet mark. Ding Chavez squad will be up here at the marksman. Some feeler boys probably up here, maybe even up here too if they're fucking super feely, touchy feely.
Oh, we're feely.
As you can see to the east here, radio tower, we got squad 3 and even east of that, squad 3 going to be split up, watching those avenues for us. And then to our south, Blackbeard, if you don't mind, we'll have Blackbeard squad guarding our southern flank. He assures me he's got a grand position, so I will hold him to that. I want to hold all of you in Blackbeard squads to that. So, really, when we get the Logi trucks spawn, when those fucking Logi trucks drop in, don't move them, don't drive them, they're immobile, but we can definitely jump in them and try to unload the supplies so we can get the cool shit like the mortars and the machine gun and the fucking bar iron, whatever. So, just keep that in mind. If you want to be a hero and run up to the truck and unload it, I fucking applaud you. You'll be some the team if you do it, but don't waste yourself needlessly. Our chain of command is going to be, at myself, will be Money Man, then Blackbeard, then Ding, and then Vindication. Are there any questions?
Yeah, he does sound like a robot.
No, let's
No,
go.
okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, so one last thing. Expect enemy armor. So let's be on the fucking lookout. There's definitely light armor, medium size armor rolling around this area, so fucking keep a lookout. But other than that, so there's all yours. Go fucking beat your boys in a submission.
So,
Cool.
very wide defense. Not even really a lot of people on the point proper. The only one who can be to the point in a matter of like minutes even is gonna be Blackbeard squad to the south. Every other squad looks like they're going a good distance out. Like, look how far he wants to send his squad out. Like, over here. I don't think that's a good idea. Here can be argued for sure. But, like, as far as out over there, like, that's just risking it. You got 1 road, 2 roads to cross if you want to get back. 1 road, 2 roads to cross if you, like, this just puts you in an unnecessary risk where you either have to decimate, like, you plus 3 others worth of a squad and then make it out to be worth it. Like, don't send anybody out this far. But here can definitely be argued. Radio tower over on the east could be a good point, could be very risky if they have to end up crossing back through this pond area, and even over here to the east. It's very open. So we'll see how 3 holds their own on the bottom. On the south, Blackbeard's gonna have some good little
just give them
hills to
to
hide
your
and
guys
work around.
Yeah, sure. Just wanted to let you know.
All right, has live time been called yet or been decided yet? I do not believe so. No, I do not believe so.
Hey, what did you guys think of that brief? Energetic, or what?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome, awesome. I light a fucking pot.
Some people were discussing the new weapons which are supposed to come in the next update. Do you know anything about it? I do not know anything about it, Shivam. Do not. What weapons were they talking about? Because that's news to me and I'd like to hear it. Red 26, what are the equipment and commands? Commands are platoon lead for the US. We've got Dorf with his squad leads, Vindication, Moneyman, Dean Chavez, and Blackbeard. Russian side, we have platoon lead Alpha Guido with his Shadow Phoenix. And squad leads Revi, Bag of Joe, Miyamoto, and Silas. Equipment wise, no real standouts in equipment. It's your standard loadout for the Russians. Squad lead, fire team lead, 2 automatic riflemen, and a medic. Platoon armory is 2 medium machine guns and 2 breachers, with their vehicles being 2 trans trucks and a BTR-80. US got a little more to work with an extra lat added to their kit, and their platoon armor being switched out for 4 engineers. And their vehicles, they do not get a BTR, obviously, but instead 4 logistic trucks with the possibility of up to 4 logistic trucks being dropped from the sky. They're going to have to use their FOB with the 2 HMGs and the mortars to be of any use.
So as long as you don't cross.
Yeah, it's not going to let you send a link.
Do whatever.
Squad might get an A13 update soon. Awesome, it's about time. And we've been on V12 for a minute now, haven't we? I feel like it's been a minute. It came, when did V12 come out? I feel like it was like September or October, right? Almost 6 months, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Alright.
Can you tell these guys stop crashing and just load in?
November, really? Was that
We already started
recent? Huh. Is this an attack defense operation? Red 26, this is an attack defense operation. The US are setting up a FOB in the area to operate behind Russian lines, and Russians are tasked with moving to and assaulting their point. The Russians are moving to their start position. I'll bring up the map one more time for those of you just joined us. The Russians will be starting towards the middle of the map, and the US are at 1 of 3 locations. The US have chosen B, and they just have to defend a FOB somewhere in that area.
West.
What's that of me?
12 was released in
non-playable area.
Yep.
And then head south.
Somebody said that, yeah.
Thank you.
Basically, US are set up and good to go. Russians are moving to their live position.
Yeah. Unless they're at Alpha, in which case.
I want to check out.
So hopefully
We don't have any little bird ops yet. I'd be flying it. I wouldn't be sitting on the ground.
I love them.
King Chavez is going to be tasked with holding this northwest flank. I like this this spots in the, I guess it's like a tunnel, like a closed down tunnel.
Well, regardless, if it's at Alpha, I mean, you're gonna know anyway, but I'm going to be dropping them off outside the point. So
Further here.
You won't even know
This is actually a really nice spot too, but
yeah,
having them cross the street to take up positions here, I do not agree with. It's too many ways to get shot trying to fall back, and really your sightlines aren't going to be amazing unless you're super concerned about them flanking to your far, far west. I like this flare a lot. This is a vanilla, no, this is not a vanilla. Yeah, this is not a vanilla layer. I believe this is a modded layer, but I believe he didn't do much to the actual weather. Looks like the invasion layer, invasion V3, invasion V2. You enjoy One Life events or the other mod? What do you mean other mod? Like the hardcore mod? Hardcore mod's a lot of fun. I think I enjoy One Life events more. I like commentating the One Life events. I feel like I think it's fun to commentate the events, and I actually enjoy it. So I feel like I am a little more passionate when commentating, and it's a lot of fun. Like I haven't played a vanilla match in crazy. I played some Postscriptum though, especially with the recent game mode. Live at 722. The recent game mode with the armor game mode on Postscriptum. A lot of fun. Highly recommend it. But yeah, it's definitely One Life events for me. Live in about 4 minutes. Well, almost 5 minutes. Russians at their position. They're probably just going to go through their platoon brief. I'm actually going to swap teams and we're going to go ahead and listen into their platoon brief because I can.
Put your gun away, homie.
I'm sorry.
Nice landing, Lima. Lima.
Didn't turn off the truck, you monsters.
Phoenix squad name.
No class.
It was meant
Put
for
your gun away. Put your gun away.
It
I'm
was
trying to
meant for
doing an
info.
album cover for a rap album.
Alright guys, operation. So, intel from High Command shows that the U.S. has basically moved into the Bly Valley and is setting up a patrol base somewhere to our south. We basically got satellite imagery, and we've figured out that they are somewhere within the area being designated as Zone Bravo. It's basically that whole general area inside that road. The road is the border of Zone Bravo. They have set up a base somewhere in there, and our job is to go in there and root them out and destroy it. So, start things off. Silas and Miyamoto will be considered Group 1. Silas will be an assault squad, and Miyamoto will be a support squad. Group 1 at live will move directly from here to the ridgeline with the 5 markers at Echo 973, and so on, along that ridge. You'll set up positions looking to your south, southwest, southeast. Be looking into Bravo. Silas' squad will be staging about 50 to 100 meters to his north, behind Miyamoto's squad. Which simultaneously, Revy and Bag of Joe be designated as Group 2. They will be with Revy with the BTR will be support squad. Bag of Joe will be an assault squad. They will be heading out of here to the north. Following this path, before dismounting roughly around here, at that intersection, at which point they will then move on to the hill to their east, and get a base of fire looking there. Again, Revy will be set up looking that way, while Bag of Joe will be set behind it, at which point we'll get a base of fire with Miyamoto's and Revy's squads in the BTR opening up and just hammering anything on the north side of Bravo. At that point, Bag of Joe and Silas' squads will move in and secure the northern part of Bravo. Once they have that foothold, they will then consolidate their position and, if possible, begin a steady advance to the southeast to push them off the hill. At the same time, Miyamoto's squad will basically be shifting and maneuvering over to the flanks at Delta 933, this hilltop here, while Revy's squad will be mounting back up and eventually moving on to the hilltop here. The one at Fox 1175. The idea is we want to try to keep maneuvering and hitting them on their flanks with superior firepower and forcing them back or killing them in whatever positions they're at. Your squad leaders can give you the finer details of the plan, but that is it. Break it out and get ready for live, everyone.
Alright, okay. Platoon brief from Alpha Guido. Very first platoon brief, and it was good. It was good. He laid out his plan. He broke them up into groups, did everything he needed to do. Let's see if you can follow through with said plan. Unfortunately, we will be... Oh no, I crashed. Oh no. Whoops, one sec. Let me go ahead and close this. I'll drop the map. I crashed. Unfortunately, I had too many things going on. Is what happens. I gotta close things on my other screens. I got a little ambitious with I have dozens of windows open because I don't close anything. And rather than getting rid of a page, I'll just Control T and make another tab or make another window. We'll just get set up for this round. Or get back in there. No problems. Should be in there probably a little bit after start. Won't miss much, I don't think. From just listening into Alpha Guido's plan, it's gonna be a western, like a north to west push, and then yeah, he's gonna push. He's gonna push in from the west. They got rid of the white screen. Remember whenever the mod was new? If it was a mod, it would just be a white screen rather than this screen. I wonder what happened to that. I mean, it's good. I'd rather see this screen than just like a blinding white screen. But an observation. Alright, and no problems. So far. I'm jinxing it. Crash again. What do you think of zombie mod? Because I did not like that mod. I did not play the zombie mod. I played the Starship Trooper mod, which I liked. Just nostalgia. I really like the Starship Trooper mod, which it's basically the same thing. And we are live, I believe. Yeah, live about a minute and a half ago. Have I missed anything? Doesn't look like it. We got Red 1 and Red 2 moving southwest off of their objective, moving west, and they've got the BTRs and a trans truck moving southwest from the north side of the map. Blue 2 moves northwest, Blue 3 moves northeast, split up into two fire teams with Blue 4 on point proper, Blue 1 on the south. They did send a buddy all the way out to the west, and it's going to work out for them, at least scouting-wise, even though I don't like that position. Do you know Ready or Not? I do not know Ready or Not. Do you ever participate in the events? I do participate in the events commentating wise, but as far as like playing in the events, not recently. I might actually start playing in the Friday events because I don't stream those, because I have to. I gotta maintain a healthy balance with the community. I can't be at every event, or you know, people get burnt out that way, and it is just a game. We're all volunteers, not getting paid for any of this, and I definitely want to be a part of this community for as long as I can, and I do that by, you know, maintaining a healthy relationship with how much I actually play, because I've got a lot of hours in squad.
There was a BTR and numerous other vehicles trying to get accurate.
I'm gonna go check out. We're gonna go counterclockwise around, check out Red 1 and 2. I like the idea of splitting them up into two assault teams. They just gotta fix their spacing. The US do get mortars. This could be really bad.
E-Fank, gonna be C835.
E-Fank and Doobie Skew.
East side of the road.
Copy. I didn't think we were gonna take contact, but they ran straight towards us.
Say that one again. C8.
Alright. I'll cover you. Keep falling back.
It's gonna be about C837.
Okay, thank you.
Buddy bound. Good job. One run, one cover. Hopefully Doobie Skew turns around, covers him while he catches up.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm coming.
There you go. Look at that. That's bounding right there. Good bounding. Good job, Doobie Skew and E-Fank. Don't falter now. Alright. Right as I give him praise, they just decide to turn tail and run. That's fine. That's fine. We're just working at nice little buddies. Look at that. Buddy. Okay. Not good spacing buddy-wise, but still, I like the idea. Everybody knows who they're supposed to be working with. That just generally means there's going to be some good, you know, local communications going on. Local communications. Security for the BTR. The BTR in the history of this operation has been pivotal when it comes to the success of the Russians. It either makes or breaks them, honestly. It all depends on how aggressive Captain Dillon and Seethers are. They need to stay behind their infantry. They need to stay with their infantry. They don't need to stay behind it. They can be in front of it. They can be to the side of it. But they need to stay near infantry who can provide some kind of cover for them. Ooh, 1 and 2 moving past Blue 3 here. They're trying to slip in between them. They may come into contact in the next couple minutes. There they go. Vert goes down.
Watch out for nades.
Man, 3 is
What the fuck?
Northwest.
Yeah, he was.
Miyamoto, turtle guy getting taking shots at Miyamoto and then getting shots frag grenades returned upon him. Turtle guy goes down to a frag. He ends up taking out 1, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Okay, but Blue needs to get out of here before they get overwhelmed. They are definitely outnumbered here. They've done what they could. They got the information across. Get out of there. Don't hold this. I mean, if you're gonna hold this, stay inside. Don't peek. You know, harden up, make them come to you, and make them pay for taking an objective that isn't necessary. But I think the correct call would be to break contact, get back with your squad. And he's taking shots. This is not a great building to... I mean, I guess he's got this stuff to block fire, but these wooden fences do not block fire. I guess the boxes and, like, the... I don't know what this is. Pipe, that's the word. Pipe do block fire. But these thin metal walls do not. Bullet pin all the way. Break contact, guys. Get out of there. I heard that the insurgents are planning to provide a jamming device on the vehicles of insurgents. What is that? What do you mean? What would they jam? Radios? Wow. I don't think they would. I don't think OWI would do anything about jamming radios, because then that would just encourage. Oh, Imonis goes down to Epic Smiley. Because the whole reason OWI has these comms, and the reason you can't hear other, like the enemy comms, is because they want to encourage, you know, in-game communication. Because if they do something with like jamming comms and hearing other people's voices from the enemy team, it just encourages people to use other voice systems like Discord or Ventrilo or Mumble and things like that. So I don't think they're gonna do anything with communication, with like by jamming comms. But what do I know? They might have changed their mind. This little sneaky spot here by Ibrox.
That's something big. ETR?
Yeah, I'll get you.
3 what?
Yeah. They're coming up on us, bro. 20 meters west, northwest.
Right.
Oh, and they're getting flanked here.
Have your other team support you, if necessary.
Copy.
Yeah, they should have broken contact a while ago. On the west now, let's go check out that as these guys maneuver. Really, I don't think Alpha Guido's going to move any of these guys until one's fire team gets into position. BTR moves up, or BTR moves up a little bit. These guys move up on top of the hill.
E928. We can see everything north of the lake, so yes, we can cover him out.
Roger. I'm sure he can hold, but...
It's just suppressing fire right now. I don't think the Russians know exactly where the US are. Just laying down fire where they think they might be. Like to see you do something with this fire, though, because tracers work both ways. If you're going to be firing, somebody better be moving. It looks like Red 4 is moving on the southwest.
Command, contact appears to be pushing past us on our west. Stand by. They're going north
Roger.
to south.
2, they're going to be between 3 here soon, I think.
Kind of already are.
3, do you know how many you might have killed? And I do see those moving there. 2, they're on your east side in the hills. see him. Shots over east.
Command, we got contact to our east as well. Rocks in Fox 976. Alright, team size.
Understood.
Stay, Shuka. I told you. Shoot in the open.
that call out.
There's confirmed contact between 2 and 3, and it sounds like
Results shown one side to be favored for this op. I feel like this is an actual 50-50 op. If it leans anyway, it has to lean defenders, just because defenders, they can sit there, and Van Adams aren't going to tell them to move because they're the ones defending, so hackers have to move. But I've seen it go both ways. I've seen the U.S. The Russians overwhelm them as well as the U.S. holding out. Like, I've seen the... Actually, no. I lied when I said this is defender-sided. If it leans anyway, it's going to be attacker-sided just because they've got that BTR advantage. But I have seen the U.S. go crazy with the defender's advantage. One guy getting like 13 kills just because he could sit there and let them come to him. It can go both ways. It really comes down to your positioning and how well you can fall back and move and reposition.
Man, be advised. I have a whole enemy squad about C994 pushing south.
Roger. Yeah, they're gonna on the west side.
I think they all got cleared out here.
AR gunner has just seen it. We're gonna try and get an accurate grid. We'll open up.
Yeah, three Trident and who? I forget who squad 3 lead was.
Copy that, Blacker.
Hero? No.
Moneyman's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, Moneyman.
A report from the
Moneyman and Trident go down. Frag out. Doesn't go get anybody.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is most of the persons playing squad ops ex-military servicemen? Just curious about it. I don't think so. A good percentage are at current or active or retired military, ex-military, but not everybody. If I were to put a number on it, it's probably it's actually, in my opinion, pretty low. Like less than 25% of the people playing in our ops are like active military or have prior military experience. It's just people who are interested in our One Life events and just having that awesome experience that squad can provide. Brooks waiting for Sledby. Look at this. Look at these spots he's got.
C965.
Waiting. No, don't get up. You have a spot.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna keep pushing south.
Oh no, Brooks, what? You had the upper hand. I don't know how you lost that. Blackbeard is SL nice. Yeah, into it. This is Blackbeard's second or third time SLing. New squad, new regular. He's been signing up to squad lead, and they've been picking him. This is Dean Chavez's second time. First day squad leading, second time squad leading. He squad led first round. Some other new guys. Vindication actually, I think, is relatively new. Wow, Dwarf got a lot of the new guys. I feel like that happens to Dwarf a lot. So 3 gets completely. 3 loses the fire team completely. Should have fallen back. I don't know. They should have fallen back. I think it was the right call from the beginning. They took the contact they had. They gave the information. They could have just turned tail and ran, or at least bound back by buddy team, fire team. I don't think Ibrox should have missed that shot though. Let's go check out movement across the board. We got Blue 2 moving. Took out this fire team. Still in a rock in between 2 squads. They got Blue 2 on their west and Blue 3, the remainder of Blue 3 on their east. Blue 1 is going for a flank, most likely flanking this element here. Red 1 is going on a flank, most likely flanking Blue 3. Blue 2 pushing in, or Red 2 pushing in between Blue 2 and 3. Red 3 and 4 going, setting up in this hill. This is a hill they really wanted to take control of and push east from, because it's going to be a very nice hill to lay down some fire. I'm going to go check out these skull markers, most likely mines. BTR not doing much behind that hill though. This is the hill proper, I believe.
Hey, Danny, C5, C5. I don't think they will ever come up again.
Let's go check out these mines. I want to say they're mines, or else they'd have exploded already.
Dude, you got a fucking truck right in front of you. Jump in it and drop supplies.
Yeah, a mine. Not even dug down.
Come on, copy that.
Probably didn't even need to see the map to that.
Rally soon when he connects back in, if he does.
Another one right there. Cool. So, first supply drop is done. It was spawned on the north. Bluetooth's gonna be able to get it, no problem. Wonder if it's in range.
What's the bearing?
In range?
Are you dropping supplies, or is it just not in range?
It's in range, but it's not dropped.
I'm not getting any supplies.
We had pipe funkin' on squad.
Hey, did anyone pop us to the northwest red?
Negative.
That's that. Things have slowed down since Blue 3 has been taken out, or the fire team from Blue 3.
Yeah, give me that sweet build.
That was so weird. It was in the radius, but it wasn't dropped. I had to move it like a foot.
This is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens, where they decide to move them. Most likely going to be online here. This is going to be the flanking element, red 1 here, on the far east. Red 2, not sure why they haven't really followed in red 1's footsteps. Most likely going to be a base fire and just draw some pressure from the north. Where's the BTR going to go? Is it going to run over a mine?
Command to squads, are you also continuing to hold this position?
What is the time there? Here it is 7 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's almost 8:40 in the morning, or I mean 8:40 in the evening for me.
Yeah, Vindication, I need to build those sandbags, and I need someone else to go drop supplies in that truck.
Next Logi truck has been spawned in on the west. Also in range. They got really lucky with these 2 drops.
How's your position?
We're strong here. No contact.
India, nice. I was gonna say Australia time zone, but that's just because I have friends or a friend in Australia, so I sort of know that time zone. I was not. I mean. How to become a squad lead on these ops, Kyle? Squad leads first go to the staff members who sign up for it. If those don't fill up, which normally there's like 1 or 2 spots that don't fill up, unless it's like a very popular op, we then pull from our regulars who can sign up. So once you become a regular, you can then sign up on the squad lead, like reserve list, I think is what it's called. And we choose from that. Usually we like to favor like people who haven't squad led in a long time, people who are new to squad lead. Like, you're just trying to get more and more people the experience of squad leading when it comes to the regulars. Unless, you know, we need like 6, then we'll probably pick a couple more experience than you people.
Like, can see me easily.
I had a guy crash, and I've not taken casualties yet. I'm okay to put down a rally to get.
And if you're interested in learning the theory, the basics of leadership, we do have a leadership course that goes over, you know, what you should be doing as squad lead, how you should, not how you should be squad leading, but what should be going through your head while you squad lead to help you make the most accurate decision, or like the most viable decision. And it's a lot of fun. It's broken up into 2 courses: the theory course, which is just like the lecture, and then the practical course, which means you've gone through the practical portion, like you've gone through the training for that, and you can get tagged up for both. And they do play like a factor when it comes to, you know, who wants to be fire team lead, and it definitely puts you on a better footing for when you do get into those leadership positions.
Infantry shifting north on our west flank.
Ninjalicious is gonna get spotted by D-League here, possibly gonna go down. Oh, what a one tap!
We're gonna have contact to our southwest.
These guys have terrible security, right?
Command, let's take contact to our south, close.
They see him now, but they're overwhelmed. Look at this. I'm gonna just pull back. Little Scooter goes down. Acardi gets hit. Acardi goes down. Boomer gonna go down next. Look at this push by the red. Really solid positioning by them. The security was just, they were on top of each other. Boomer gets shot at. That's what Red 2 is doing here. Red 2 is that base of fire. Actually, they had these two guys, Lima being an Epic Smiley being the base of fire, and Boomer goes down. Whole fire team cleared out. Nice line formation by the Reds. Like to see them spread out just a little bit. Spacing is still a thing. You don't want to get taken out by the same grenade, and now that the US have mortars, you're 100% gonna have to watch that spacing. Already get them contact reports out, right? The only contact report was we've got contact to our south close, and I guess that's an accurate contact report. Next thing you want to say is approximate numbers, but the amount of guns shooting at them, you couldn't really tell. It led with one shot. That's when he gave the contact report, and then it was just like 4 or 5 guns. You probably could have called out at least a full squad, or I would have called out a full squad, at least a fire team. But let your platoon lead know how many are there. It helps them build an accurate picture, because what Dwarf is doing right now is like we got this. We can see all of this stuff. Wow, they fell back. They didn't want anything to do with this, did they?
I'm gonna have a mortar up there in a little bit.
Huh.
Just in here.
Interesting. I don't know why they fell back from this hill then. I guess they realized, or they assumed this wasn't going to be a good position to push east from. But they are all loading up. Looks like they're going to go and hook up with red 1 and 2. But what Dwarf is doing in his head is a contact report comes in, and he puts like a mental pin in the map of where that is, and he's like, all right, last contact was here. That means there's somebody here, which means they're probably, and he's trying to think of where they're moving. He's got the contact report to the west. There goes another pin in his head. Just contact report on the west. There has been no mention of that contact on the west, but I guarantee you Dwarf is still thinking about those contacts on the west and where could they possibly be moving. I don't think he's going to call that they are remounting up and moving into a different flank. Is this World War II? No, this is a modern combat, Chase. Yeah, definitely it's modern combat. We do there's another game similar to Squad. Yeah, somebody brought it up. Postscriptum. With the U script postscriptum, and yeah, it is set in during the Market Garden campaign. That's a lot of fun too. I like both of the games. Definitely have more time in Squad.
Anyone? You don't have any, let me know.
D971. Yeah.
I got nothing for you right now, Dwarf. I just asked. I'll let you know. Be advised.
Not too many rounds. Maybe, yeah, maybe just like 3.
Trying to see where that actually is.
No.
It's
See, they still think there are guys on the west. They 100% still think there's guys on the west. They don't know this is here.
Hey, who's running away from me?
Alpha Guido pulled a switcheroo, and it's gonna pay off for him, I think. Double stacks of sandbags are allowed? What do you mean double stacks? Like 2? Yeah, double stacks of sandbags like this. Yeah, this is allowed. Our real only rules for sandbags is they have to be, they can't block doorways. They can't block ways you can naturally walk through, like doorways. You can't completely block off like an alleyway and make a funnel. But like these kind of sandbags are fine. Pseudo funnels are fine. Well, they're questionable. You have to be very careful with your pseudo funnels. But back in Squad Ops' earlier days, we used to have some pretty insane fobs, like the most funneliest fobs that were. It was just you couldn't get into them. Like it was just impossible to get into them, and we had to sort of tone it down a little bit. Realize let's not go that crazy with the fobs. We got it. Let's just do only like what you need. Don't get excessive. I'm gonna share this link though. Okay. I'm not sure. I think the bot will catch the link. That's the issue. I'm not sure how to allow the bot to do that. So, blue 2 still on the north, blue 4 in the middle, and blue 1 on the south. Blue 3, 100% wiped out.
Stand by.
Red 1 and 2 on this hill and F9 with 2 squads moving south. I'd like to see them get a little closer. I think they 100% could get a little closer, but they're playing it safe. They don't want to get up to like here and get ambushed from this hill.
96, fire mission.
Like the castle super fob? Yeah, what comes to mind with why we started oh, I don't have outlines. Why we sort of started to tone down our fobs is Operation Whirlwind. For those of you who weren't not around like 3 years ago, I want to say maybe even 4. Oh, I don't think Squad Ops was here 4 years ago. How old is Squad Ops? I think Squad Ops is 3 this year. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably wrong. But yeah, definitely 3 years ago, our Whirlwind fobs were insane. For those of you who don't know what Whirlwind is, it's on the Kohat River Valley map where the insurgents have to defend Radio Tower. And Radio Tower is just a gigantic hill with a radio tower in the middle and some like chain link fence. Imagine that entire hill with 3 complete circles, just one inside of the other, with barbed wire on the outside, only one way in from the very outside. Everything else was sandbags you had to jump over. We're like, let's go ahead and yeah, like even if the US could get to the fob, it's not like they could get into the fob. So gotta tone it back, still make it a little you know, kind of fun for the guys attacking, even though it is supposed to be defender sided. It's not supposed to be, you know, impossible.
I need Echo 1096 now.
Copy.
1 round.
Wait, give me the building. Give me the building. Give me the building.
Echo 1096 is going to be. Give me a sec.
Hey, we get another HMG. Do you guys
Going the wrong way.
Do you think you'll care if I put it somewhere?
Okay, it's going to be to your.
I think you got command until Dorf gets back.
Copy that. Okay. Hold fire on that mortar for now. Okay, let's get a sit rep. What's going on?
It's been dead quiet for a while.
All quiet on 2. I have no visual contacts within the past 5 minutes or so.
I'm a little bit worried about our CP. 4, can you try and get some eyes on looking west? I think they might try and push us south, in which case we're fine, because my boys will chew them the fuck up. But
yeah,
we need to defend this ridge a little bit.
I got 1 pair of binoculars looking that way, and an HMG with an op looking that way.
Okay, good stuff. As long as they don't sneak up on us, I don't really mind.
Copy that.
2, what's your situation?
We're just holding tight. I got 360 around my compound. We're just holding.
Where was the last contact that you took and how long ago?
So last contact we took was going to be west, about roughly C995 area. About 5 minutes ago. I haven't seen anything since.
Okay, just watch it in case they try and creep up on you. Because the southwest of that compound isn't, unless you've got eyes on, isn't occupied.
Yeah, copy that.
Immersion is about to get violence of actions. I can smell it. Let's check out the south push is what's going to happen. You see the gates getting ready to swing, and you got red 1 on this hill, probably going to be the base of fire. Red 2 going to push in from here. Can float base of fire if it needs to. Can switch base of fire if it needs to. Red 3, 4, and 5 going to try and swing in from the south. Red 6 just the shadow, only the one guy.
Having a buddy team relocate to cover the south.
Let's check out these guys on the south because blue 1 is going to be the ones who take this contact. Are they set up? Are they vigilant? Watching their sectors.
Okay, cool, excellent.
Got his face in the dirt.
We're just gonna keep it tight. We've got good covers.
Elko's got a nice little angle here.
We don't need to move.
Nice field of view for him.
We just likely transported the troops out of here. Okay.
Do we have an estimation of how many guys we've taken out?
Update on kills
give you any
for
confirmed
you to know.
engaged
They don't
several
know. 1 kill for the U.S., 10 for the Russians. That's a full squad wipe from them.
The same situation.
Why are some of these guys not lit up? I do. Be good. Still watching the West. Appa watching the West still. Pipe Funk still watching West. Good to maintain security, even though there is nobody there. They don't know that, and they should definitely, yeah, make security on those flanks.
Yeah, affirm on that.
Red 2's online. I think they're going to be evasive fire. I thought they'd push across, but this field is not the best to push across from. They are online to move to the top of the hill and then start firing.
Alright guys, I'm back. Very sorry.
Alright, command's back with him. I'll move him back to my position.
Thank you so much. What's the situation?
All quiet on the western front, in fact, all fronts. We haven't had any contact for a few minutes.
Dwarf took probably the best opportunity for Dwarf to AFK whatever he needed to do. No contact in the last couple minutes because Alpha Guido is completely swapping his plan or his route. And they're moving. It's not like they're moving slowly. They're just going a long way. Definitely dismounted too early though.
What's your strength?
We're just holding firm. Last contact was probably about 7 minutes ago. Haven't seen anything or heard anything since. The last contact we had was probably around like C965 area rough.
That's good to know about your strength.
Full strength. Sorry, you broke up when you asked.
Beard, your strength?
Full strength. With the last contact we saw was moving south, was on our eastern flank, moving south. I have a suspicion that they're moving to flank us from the E1186 village and push up that way. So I'm reinforcing.
Yeah, I like this layer a lot. I think it's a really cool layer to play on. Black Ops is actually a really fun op. I've commanded it once, I played it once, and then I've commentated on this at least two times, maybe 3. They're not gonna run over a mine, are they? Risky moving their BTR around like this, but they're most likely gonna. Oh, I thought they were gonna push it up here and then rehook up with them, just because they didn't want to go through the woods. They're doing something. Captain Dylan and Seethers. They missed their turn off. They had to. They're intentionally gonna be here.
Update. At least
Backing
5
up.
to the southeast.
Interesting. They're trying to hide.
You have a coordinate?
It's actually not a bad hiding spot.
Right, I'll stay there then.
Do you have a coordinate? I need to tell command. Do you have a coordinate?
No.
Negative on coordinates. Rough, very generally.
So you think we'll come up this hill where the rocks are, right?
I need kill zones along this flat plain below our ridge. Okay. You two try not to sit so close together. I know you're trying to call in as they are, but. Okay, I'm gonna pull.
Blackbeard handling his squad really well.
Okay, do you see the gap between I don't get shot and
How's it going, Consifer?
Sloth Boy? No, I think we're fine.
One is that you shooting?
Yeah, but
Shots out now. Red team is online, it looks like. Who is shooting? These guys. You're just suppressing.
Who's shooting then?
Them at something.
Oh, well, if it's not anyone particular, that's a good thing.
Some of the straight fire coming right now.
We're getting straight fire with not concentrating.
Fire and maneuver. As this squad fires, another squad is moving. Great, great movement. See if they can keep this up. Looks like they're just going to clear a couple buildings before moving through them. Yeah, they just don't want to get shot in the back.
Okay, confirming shots from the south to east. Distant, maybe 200 meters. We're taking sporadic, semi-accurate fire.
I got plenty of ammo to work with, so I can just get liberal with the fucking mortars if you want.
Yeah, can you just smash that field sort of southeast of our position? You drop a load of a wide spread around the Echo 10-2-4 mark. That would be great. Just get them to piss
Echo
off.
10-2-4.
This is where he's going to try and get them in this area. I'd say push them out. He knows it's 200 meters, or at least. But look at this movement. So 4 is finished firing, and they're going to move up. 3 online, going to move. 2 still going to be the base fire. I want to see what happens with 1 there. I think these are going to be the swing guys. They can either push in or pull back and go for another flank.
If you can creep those rounds towards the village, that would be great.
Yeah, that's the call. Creep them towards the village like that. Just walk them out. Yeah, walk them further out.
Keep pushing it out.
Good mortars. If they keep walking those out like he wants, this is going to be great mortars. Assault almost gets hit by that. He's walking him out. This could be... Oh, too far! He's walking him out so... Oh. But that's good for the red team. They just need to move under them. They just need to keep moving and be faster than the mortars. He's walking them out. Yeah. The call was good. I agree with the call. Walk them out. Red is just moving faster than the mortars can land. Good fire from 3. They just can't sit here for too long. Dwarf has already sent mortars out on this position. It's a pre-dialed position, or it's a position that has just been fired upon. They have to know that it's going to be easy to get back in this position.
I'm going to pull my squad back and keep creeping those rounds towards our position. Actually, we can... Perfect, thank you.
So, Red 3 is switched to the base of fire, allowing 2 and 40 moves. This is picture-perfect bounding right here. This is squad bounding. 4 and 2 base of fire, 3 moves. 3 base of fire, 4 and 2 move. That is great. Good job, Alpha Guido. I pointed at my screen like you could see, but you can't. Spacing is still an issue. I definitely think spacing is an issue, but that's not an Alpha Guido thing. That's an individual squad lead thing. He needs to get these guys spread out because they're very susceptible to mortars. And almost, Soldier Wolfie almost goes down on mortar. Fortunately, Assault had a rock in between him and said mortar, so he's all right. Great bounding. That was good. Look at that, and they maintain the platoon line. Look at that platoon line. Yes, yes. You gotta keep moving. Don't get bogged. They cannot get bogged down here. If they get bogged down, they're just gonna get mortared to hell.
Command, if you can drop mortars in position and creep them back.
Ooh, Wolf. Second one does the job. Wolfie goes down.
I'm just gonna drop all over the planet.
How's ammo for them? Oh no, 4's things in the way. I can't hover over the you stupid rally. I can't check their ammo because 4's flag is hanging over the fob. Unfortunate. I have no idea. Mortar magnet Wolfie, right? That thing followed him. Bartok, we're gonna try and move through the mortars. Keep going. Chaplain almost goes down to that. Keep moving. You just gotta keep moving. That's the thing. Yeah, if they hadn't moved there, that'd have been a dead 2-3 people, because they were just in that position. Dwarf's mortars are always so accurate. I'll get low and I get a couple action shots on the rifles, but I'm just interested in seeing where these mortars fall, and I like it's kind of hard to see in the stream. I'll do the name tags up so that we can sort of see they're out. Fortunately, only 2 kills to 10 for the team, so not a lot of admin cams to clutter the screen. We'll do name tags just so you can see the line that they've got going from northeast to southwest. It's a little ragged because 2 can't really move through this open ground near the river, but they're making it work and they are pushing in very aggressively. I like it. I like it a lot. BTR pushing up to support 3 and 4 from the south. Well, actually, I think these guys are just going to be a base of fire now. 1 and 2 are going to be a base of fire. 3 and 4 are now the main assault element. I think I crashed for a second. I think my whole stream crashed for a second. My internet is like flickering. That's really weird. It says I'm back for a couple seconds and it goes into the red. It says I'm back. Go ahead and try and reconnect here. There it goes. I think I'm back. Somebody tell me if I'm refreshed. Yeah, cool. I think I'm good. No idea why that. Like, that's the first time that's happened in months, and usually it only happens whenever I'm doing the multicam stream. Not sure why it's doing it now. This is twice this time. So sorry, guys. Should be good. Just refresh, and think I'm okay. I'm not gonna jinx it. Hopefully didn't miss much. Think I'm good. Everybody should be good. Stream says it's back up. Haven't missed too much. 4 kills for the US, 14 for the Russians. They only picked up 4 more in this engagement. I gotta go catch up.
What's the status on that lat?
He's still moving.
So, movement from Blue 2. Blue 2 moving southwest, taking control of this hill on the south. Red 2 and 4 pushing very aggressively. Red 1 on the northeast, completing the flank, I guess. They are so aggressive. This is such aggressive movement by Alpha Guido. Super susceptible to mortars because of how close they are. A couple well-placed grenades even. They need to watch their spacing, but I like the aggressiveness. It's great. It's exactly what the Russians need to do. Should be back, everybody. Yeah, I think I'm back. Everybody's numbers look pretty okay. I'm dropping frames. Yeah, uploads should be good. Yeah, I think we're back, and I think we're into it. We're going to be able to watch the end of this first round of Operation Black Ice. Mimoto goes down. And this is this is a possibility when wow, look how close James got. Max ends up taking him out.
Yeah, they're real close out. They're like almost on the bottom hill.
Enemies pushing east, watch out.
Getting circled in from the east. One needs to keep moving here. Keep up this aggression. Don't allow 4 to be of any use. Or, excuse me, 2 to be of any use. Falcon goes down to a grenade. Tossed by, I'm not sure.
Squad 2, just be aware, you might run straight into this lap.
Zaki goes down. This constant aggression from 3A. If I was gone any longer, like, we might have missed it, is how quick this push has been. They're leading with grenades, and they're continuing to push. I think everybody else who's on the point proper just needs to start tossing grenades in a direction. Literally any direction that they know the enemy's at, south or you know, south or west. Or, excuse me, south or east. And they'll hit somebody. Look at this bunch up of troops to the south.
Okay, I can't then.
Well, we could always build a fucking 15. Or we can kill all the infantry.
Oh no, dwarf. Watch! Dwarf! He didn't hear that. He didn't hear that grenade go off. He didn't hear that grenade go off. He still has no idea they're infantry on his flank. He's concerned about these guys over here, which rightfully so. He should be concerned about those guys. That's a bulk of the enemy forces. But still got to maintain that rear security. He spotted one. No, he did not spot him. He doesn't know where they are.
They're on the
BTR is 25 meters south of me. Can I be advised? I just lost my guy who was on the
UJ Key takes out 12. I'd have gone for the knife, the disrespect knife. That's what I'd have gone for it. It's not often that's set up for you, but UJ Key just goes for the safe route and shoots dwarf. Looks like the BTR is stuck. It's sliding down. So Russians overwhelmed the point. They got blue 1, Blackbeard only one remaining on the point. With blue 2 on the west. They weren't able to complete their flank and be of any use on there. They probably should have moved southwest, set up as a base of fire, and started firing east. That might have been the best bet, and it allowed them to have a nice crossfire with the Russians. Now they are tasked with moving in and trying to reassault that position, which is going to be very, very hard for him. Or them. For all of them. Late again, Flinky Frankie. Yep, late again. Nearing the end game of round 1. First round should be over here in just a matter of moments, as we've got 1, 2, 7 blue, 7 US versus 17, 18 Russians.
Okay, it's a shit plan. It's a plan.
Your objective is to retake the radio point.
So they got almost double the numbers, and the Russians are now on the defense with BTR advantage. That's huge right there. BTR advantage, and the BTR hasn't done anything. It's got 3 kills. Okay, it's done something. Look at this aggressive movement by Captain Dylan in this BTR. Got 8 kills with my trusty AR on that match, Prisca, did you? Nice. Yeah, they were falling into you. They just 100% overwhelmed you. Before I crashed, I lost my train of thought. Before I crashed, I was saying this is the bad thing about such a wide defense from Dwarf, is that if they get overwhelmed from a weak flank, it's very, very hard for anybody else to fall back and help out on the point proper. Like 2 was across the street here, decided to go southwest. The call I probably would have made instead of falling back to the point, and now they are effectively cut off with this from this road.
So I might go down. In which case you have goon left.
Copy that. I'm swinging my guys around south.
Ding Chavez, Blackbeard, last 2 commands ready. Ding Chavez, first day squad leading, second op squad leading. A lot of pressure on him to try and salvage this round. 16 kills for the US, 27 for the Russians. Damn Russians swarming your position, right?
Okay, so I've got.
They had a very Russian movement has been on point this round. Very good Russian movement. Alpha Guido's done a great job with his platoon.
Try and suicide push.
Is Crouch quieter than Prone and Walking? I believe Crouching is definitely quieter. I want to say Crouching is quieter because you listen to Blackbeard crawl. We're gonna listen to Blackbeard as he tries to crawl. It's like it's so loud, and then Walking is just like. I believe Crouching is definitely okay. He's not gonna go. He's not gonna go crawling because Seb's just gonna put a couple shots in his back. Blackbeard goes down. Goon still alive. Only one remaining from Blackbeard squad. Ding Chavez has 5 remaining. Basically a fire team. What can he do? What can he
Oh, let's swing
do?
around now, guys. Swing around.
This match is all but over. we play it out to the last man. Just traditionally, that's what we've always done. See if he can salvage this. I'm not saying he can't salvage it, but it's not looking good for him.
Alright, so be careful when we get up here. We're gonna have to cross this fucking road.
I think it's so fitting Dean Travis is now squad leading because I believe he got his name from Rainbow Six. I'm reading the Rainbow Six book, and he's a team leader for Rainbow Six.
Let's go farther south and cross the road here.
Never count out Domingo Chavez, right?
Quickly. We gotta retake the radio ASAP.
Rainbow Six is the best book ever. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. But I get Audible. I have an Audible subscription, and I really like those long books because I do like a lot of driving around. So I hate listening to the same like 3 songs. I love listening to books, and I've really enjoyed the Rainbow Six book.
Once we get on the other side of the
charge them with knives.
We'll start heading to the east.
Good points across the street. This would have been risky. Good idea to cross south here, and then it's just open ground for them to move through. I'm not saying that that changes anything, but the decision to move south to cross the street rather than east, good call.
Let's try to get in there.
They have so many left. Yeah, they have quite a few left. Almost double the. It's more than double the amount that the U.S. have left at this point. Okay, my commute is 3 hours one way. Wow. Audible is a godsend. Yeah, I love Audible. I got it when I was in college, and I was a pizza delivery driver, and I got tired of listening to the same music over and over again, so I got an Audible account. And I recently, last year, upgraded to 2 credits a month, and now I'm like swimming in books. I could do 1 credit a month easy. I'd blow through the book in like a week, but now 2 credits a month, they are starting to pile up.
8 up there. Oh, these sandbags. I don't see anybody behind the sandbags as of right now.
Mostly because I feel like I have to get my money's worth with those books. Like a minimum book for me is 12 hours. 8 to 12 hours. I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. Anything less, then I'll just buy because it's.
Roger. I need you laying down a base of fire.
Usually listen to World War II podcast on my 1.5 hour drive to work and back. I mean, that's not bad. World War II podcast. That's actually pretty interesting.
Right here.
I've been watching
Alright, let's get ready to start pushing.
For those of you the Great War series with oh, I forget his name, but he started a World War II series on YouTube, and it's really good. World War II week by week.
Don't start shooting yet.
Anyways, I'm getting off top. Indy Night Owl. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like Ignis, but I was like, that's not right. Blue 2, gonna try and push up from the south. A lot of pressure to move. Actually, not that great of a flank. Or not great flank security to the south. Sebi V, Seethers, and Hijack looking south. They got a nice little crossfire here with 1, but 1 is looking south as well. Let's see what happens. Can they overwhelm these? Can they defeat in detail? Take out these guys before moving on to the next? Because right now it's 5 versus 4. They overwhelm this specific position. Can they do it? Nope, Seethers takes out Frederick. Flank is given away. VPN to find a good audiobook porn site? I like Audible. I've had it for years. I think they deserve my money. I just recently passed. I've had Audible since 2013, and I just passed 1 year of listening, like 4,000 hours or something, which is how much I listen to it. Yeah, I've got over 13 months now of listening since I've had my Audible account, and that's just sort of my. I keep track. Feel good about myself. Zeronic laying down some good cover fire, allowing the rest of his guys to move up. He's got nobody to cover. As Sad Year is the only one remaining. Where'd Ding go? I believe Ding went down. Sad Year eventually takes out Seethers, but it is 2 against the world. They're gonna have to get a move on it. Reading Game of Thrones. I like the Game of Thrones books. I haven't finished reading them. I've read the first 4. And then I just sort of stopped. No. I started the 4th one. I never finished the 4th one. I finished 3 of them. I got a couple. It's the Catelyn chapters always bum me out, even though I know what happens. I've seen the show. Sad Year goes down to Sebi V, but Catelyn chapters always just bum me out. They're just so bad. GG. US couldn't fall back to the point. That's that's what happens when you have such a wide defense. You're not able to hold your specific flank. US aren't able to fall back as efficiently as they would be able to, and the Russians just move in and assault a weak flank and overwhelm it. Great movement from the Russians. I can't get over it. How well their bounding was from Alpha Guidos. 18 kills to 34 for the Russians. But yeah, Alpha Guido had some great bounding.
Well,
sort of stabbed just like the author. That's good. That's really good. We're gonna go ahead and swap teams. What is going on? I don't know what's the matter. It keeps crashing on map rolls. This game just doesn't like me today. This didn't happen the first op. Those of you who are here. Crash. Yep, crash. Didn't happen the first op. But luckily there's not much going on as we get set up for the map change. I'll go ahead and bring up the map so you guys know what's going on, and while we're getting back into the operation, we can talk about the what's going on and what these guys have to do to complete their objectives. So the US are tasked with moving to and defending or setting up a defensive location in the Belaya Valley. The Russians are tasked with assaulting them. It's a relatively simple attack defense. The real key differences in this operation are going to be the supply drops. So US can choose between 3 locations, A, B, or C. Last location was B. This location is most likely going to be C. Just guesstimating. We're sort of adjusting this up. That A point is very, very powerful. So they sort of don't want to use it just because it's really unfun to assault. We're looking at changing up where that northern one is. So I most likely believe this is going to be either a repeat of B or C. I'm thinking C. But yeah, Russians are going to be attacking. US will be defending. Where is it? Oh wow, what a big crash. Lost like half the server on that roll. We think it's something to do with the helicopter mod, but could just be spouting rumors started by somebody else. No, I have no technical knowledge of why the crash is happening. We're gonna go ahead and get everybody back in the server and get ready for round 2. So this operation, we already went over. It is a attack defense operation. US defending, Russians attacking. What are they gonna have to hold their position? US per squad, 1 squad lead, 1 fire team lead kit, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 light anti-tank kit, and the medic. Their platoon gets 4 engineers. Their platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, are 4 engineers, and which are basically walking fobs. Can set up little OPs, have about 5 to 10 sandbags, 5 to 10 barbed wire, and then their vehicles are randomly dropped logi trucks, anywhere between 1 and 4. They can place down a fob that has 2 HMGs, 1 mortar, and sandbags and barbed wire, so we're not going to see any HESCO walls. Those 2 HMGs we didn't see a lot of use out of them. We did see a lot of use out of the mortars. A lot of good use out of the mortars, honestly. Well, a lot of good use out of the mortars for the most part. Dwarf could have had a little more accurate callouts, but that wasn't him. That was the people calling it out. And, well, not callouts, adjustments. Because the callouts were fine. Where he was firing them was fine. They just needed to be adjusted because they were moving at the time. But should see some good stuff out of the mortars. For the Russian team, they had 1 squad lead, 1 fire team lead kit, 2 automatic riflemen, and 1 medic per squad. The platoon lead gets, or the platoon armory, which the platoon lead can deal out as he sees fit, 2 medium machine guns and 2 breachers, which are basically, the breachers have breaching charges, which is essentially an IED, a timed IED, which is a lot of fun. Vehicles, they get 2 Transtrucks and 1 BTR-80. The BTR-80 wasn't super useful last round, but I definitely think it was a very solid base of fire for the Russians as they moved. Mostly, I believe it came down to the squad leads and how well, or the squad leads and the platoon lead and how well they commanded their guys on the ground. Like, I can't get over how good the movement was at the beginning for the Russians. It was picture perfect, honestly. Spacing was not picture perfect, but it was as close to perfect as you can get in an actual practical situation, being one guy leading 35, 36 other people. Spacing was the issue, but they didn't seem to fall prey to it because they just kept moving underneath the mortars as they were firing down upon them. I believe mortars only got maybe 1 kill, and it took 2 mortars to kill him. It was something Wolfie. Soldier Wolfie? Yeah, I think it was Soldier Wolfie. I'm in. Luckily, none of the squad leads seem to have crashed. So, that's good. Getting these guys set up, getting back in the server. Yeah, look, everybody's rejoining. Should be good. I'll go ahead and drop the map. Now, actually, I'll move this over to the side. I'll drop it. See if we can catch any, comms from their brief. Oh, to the side.
You said sniper marks a thing?
Softworld have a roadmap out for future dev plans. They did have a roadmap out on their Kickstarter, but honestly, and then there was a couple after that, but I don't know if they have a current roadmap out, because this community can be pretty fucking brutal when it comes to those roadmaps, and it's like, you didn't get it out when you said you'd get it out, we hate you, and they start raging, and then it just makes, like, they sort of stopped because of how mean people can get sometimes. But what do I know? I just felt that way. Man, I feel bad for them. They're just getting torn a new one on the Reddit for no reason other than that they wanted to work on a patch a little bit longer.
Just dish it out nice and even.
Issue with service night, by the way, it's Frost. You called me up. It's, yeah, I mean, we're having a little bit of issues, it seems. Looks like we're getting everybody back in the server. Yeah, already back up to 73. None we can't handle, but yeah, I've had server issues. I crashed like 3 times today. 3 times this op. First op, I didn't have any problems, but 3 times this op. I blame the lair, or I blame the map. I don't like it. It's my favorite map, though. It's probably one of my favorite maps. I really like Belaya.
I'll take the other trans and do runs for.
Curious if they're planning on doing destruction. I don't think they're planning on doing destruction because that is, I think that's just crazy on the server performance. But I would love building destruction, specifically like indirect fire building destruction, like mortars destroying buildings, or at least mortars like not penning buildings. I guess that would just be broken. But like a mortar being able to like take out a chunk of a building so you can get in, so they don't. Like, this should not defend you against a mortar strike. Like, if a mortar lands on this, this thing is gone. but it defends you, you know? Like, those kind of things, I think they can do something like that, but I have no clue on the technical things when it comes to building a video game.
Alright, we're full. Beach.
Okay.
Just like your guys.
Please stand by.
Getting lined up, getting set up, going to the next point. Looks like they're going to do C, as I said they would.
Alright guys, just remember, if any of you guys got left behind, just let them know that we'll be coming back for them. We're going to be making trips.
I mean, a building, I guess, could survive a mortar shot or two, but I don't think it would last that long against it. Then I guess you've got like the roof, the attic, or the ceiling. I guess there's the roof and then there's the ceiling.
Yeah, I like it.
To block. But like things like this, these things wouldn't survive a mortar shot, would they?
Agree.
I mean, I can't say I've ever fired a real mortar or seen a real mortar like land. But I have a feeling that 120 millimeter mortar, I believe it's a 120 millimeter mortar.
I thought we had Mulcan. We apparently
I think would just make mincemeat out of these kind of like wooden sheds.
Oh, damn, it's fucking little bad.
Ah, there you are.
We look almost exactly like Russians. You just gotta look at the guns.
It could just make explosions damage penetrate without the building collapse. Yeah, see, I think that would be the fix. But I'm not, I mean, yeah, I think that would be the fix, really. But consider those shed stock cover. I mean, there's bullet pin. Bullets go right through them. But not heavy explosives. Like, not HE shots don't go through. Frag rockets bounce right off. Mortars bounce right off, but a bullet will pin it, no problem. So yeah, I agree with it be south stock cover. I think the fix would be to just like let the mortar. But see, I think the thing is, what's the damage profile? Is it like when it hits, does it have like a cone that goes down? Is it just a circle that explodes and anything inside the circle gets hit? Like, I think that's the issue there. Is how do they decide that? Does the building at least offer some protection, like not as much damage if you're still close, kind of thing? And that's the things, yeah, that they have to tweak. Mostly I was wondering about opening new paths like fences and walls. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Like a tank just like rolls through and just demolishes like a stone wall or something, or busts down one of these fences. Like a truck could bust down one of these fences.
Hey guys, we're gonna do individual squad briefs, so don't feel like, just brief your guys on where you're gonna be sitting at.
Oh, individual squad briefs. We're not gonna hear his full plan.
Like at the 5 mark there, and just get ready to move across to your hill.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. You're gonna just basically be holding that hill as best you can.
I'm listening to his brief.
Kaido, are landmines free placement?
Let me check with admin. Admin, are landmines free placement?
I don't know, what's the uptalk say?
What's the question?
Landmines.
Uptalk doesn't even, I don't see it, think it mentions landmines.
Then anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Alright, Silas, I want you just putting one on the road.
Reminds me of the Saving Private Ryan. Dog 1 is open.
On the east side.
Right?
Everyone's gonna
good little
we're gonna put landmines,
push.
I'll mark all of them on the map.
Good good movie, Saving Private Ryan. Great, probably one of my top 3. It's always in my top 3. It was my top 1 for a long time, but I kind of rotate those out, but it will always remain at least top 3. He's competing there with I watched The Longest Day, not recently. I guess it was probably for the first time about a year ago, which is, I mean, it's an old movie. For those of you know, it's a black and white D-Day movie. Black and white movie about D-Day, made in like the 1960s. Great movie. I think it was earlier than that, but it was great, great movie, and I think I like that push or that depiction of the beach a little bit better. I don't know why. Like the one by Saving Private Ryan is clearly a higher quality, and I love it. It's still great, but I don't know. I like The Longest Day a lot. Ever play Battlefield Bad Company 2? Is fun leveling the entire map, including taking down the entire trees. Yeah, Battlefield Bad Company 2. I never played it, but I definitely know of it and its building destruction. Love The Longest Day. So many big actors, like everyone. Yeah, like every like big actor in the was in that movie. It was crazy. Looks like they're gonna go for a nice little wide defense, I want to say. One sec. Hey, do you have a picture of your plan? See if I can get a plan from him.
I do not. Sorry.
Okay. No plan picture. Unfortunate. I was hoping to get his platoon brief. Most likely going to be a wide defense on the west, north, and northwest and east.
I got it.
Really not gonna have to be super concerned about their south. They should maintain some kind of at least eyes that direction. Looks like he's gonna push all the way out to the west just from those markers. And this is not a bad spot to place. Let's go check that out. It's really high. It's got a lot of tree cover, so they might not have the best eyes, but it actually makes it really defensible. Some nice rocks that they can hide behind if they don't have any sandbags nearby.
Yep, you're good. Thank
Best Battlefield game ever. Bad Company 2. Probably right. I only played a handful of the Battlefield games. Like I played 1942. What is it, like 2048 or something like that? I don't remember.
It's the northwest of our location.
No, it was like Modern
Charlie
Combat, like
Bravo,
Battlefield Modern Combat. I played Battlefield 3. Played. Didn't play 4.
Good cover. Probably proceeding slightly west of that move marker, forming up in the line, watching that area. K9.
And it's an individual squad briefs.
One additional volunteer. Alright, so K9. Sounds good to me. So K9 and Sled, you guys can be proceeding on to next move marker. Stand by.
Try to find some places that you can fall back to as needed. Additionally, if you want to push,
you're gonna be heading towards that alpha green move marker. Be advised, you are allowed to reposition as you see fit to get into a good forward scouting position, so you have a lot of flexibility there. Just give me a heads up as to where you're thinking you should go, and we're free to proceed 300 meters past of that move marker, no further.
Can you repeat last?
These move markers right here of 3 and 5 are most definitely
you will take up defensive
dwarf
positions
marks.
in the town, so you will fall back to the town and hold there.
Alright, backup plan. If everything goes to shit, guys, we're gonna fall back. And we're gonna return back here into this town, spreading out thinly across all the buildings.
I will not, I do.
Remaining in buddy teams.
I don't do mortars.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm not good.
Alright, I should have done the squad comms.
Oh, yes, you or someone in your squad.
Kirk, or Burke, you're in Bravo? Alright. Repeating the plan. At least nobody's gonna nobody can say that they're on the plan. Stand by. Command comms are busy.
You only expect it to quickly.
Someone missed it, so remote is gonna just rebreathe.
Alright, Vic, you see the first move.
Depending on where that drop comes in.
Vic, you see the first move marker in F1069. That's where.
Built my first ever dedicated gaming PC
Charlie,
for 2 games. Rainbow
half of
6.
Bravo are going to B.
Battlefield
Bravo is going to be holding the west side of that
Nice.
hill.
I didn't get into gaming, PC gaming for the longest time, mostly because I had Halo on the Xbox, the original Xbox, Halo 2. Halo and Halo 2. My life for the longest time.
Fine. I'll tell myself what to do.
Getting sort of spread out and getting set up for their start locations. The live time been called? Live time has not been called yet, so I have no idea when we are going live. Should be relatively soon, I want to say.
What was that, Captain?
Right, Project? I'm actually super hyped for the Master Chief Collection coming to PC. Like, that is amazing. The only like Halo game that was on PC was like the original Halo. And I remember you could fit that thing on a thumb drive and take it to school. That's what we did. You can plug and play about.
Hey Boogie, I
have a lot of rockets.
Man, you want me direct on you?
Yeah, once you guys spread out among the points, they're gonna help build and whatnot. So we're gonna split. I'm gonna start with looking for. No, we do not. I don't think. Ravi, we're gonna basically split up. I'm gonna handle when we start building. I want you building up sandbag positions and whatnot around the point. Send like you guys with.
So we've seen Alpha on the assault. Great assault platoon lead. Now the shoe is on the other foot. He has to wear the defensive hat. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if he manages to hold off Dwarf from this Russian onslaught.
SO, what again? I wasn't there for that part.
I'm just playing through the campaign in Halo games. Yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I played every Halo up until Reach. I didn't play Halo. Actually, I might have played Halo 4. I don't. Halo 4 wasn't memorable to me. But like Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Reach, like all of those, I played the shit out of. Don't remember much of Halo 4. I think I'd already swapped off of Xbox by that point. If it wasn't on the 360, I didn't play it because I switched over to PlayStation 3 after that.
Supply truck we're gonna use for the our first HMG and some.
Then you know, PC gaming, never look back.
Second one will be mortar and additional sandbags.
Sorry.
Third.
Don't take it completely down. Don't because we're gonna lose it.
Will be
Yeah, you can leave it.
Oh, I wasn't taking it too, I was picking it up.
Second HMG.
Just leave it. You want to remember the original Red vs. Blue? It's on Netflix now if you don't remember it. But yeah, I definitely remember that.
So mortars first? Or which one's mortars?
Right here.
Alright, so
why are we here?
Sandbags 1, mortar sandbags 2,
In this little rock.
sandbags 3, and just sandbags 4.
Yeah, but it's
Soldier,
gotta
he doesn't have. See if Soldier Wolf can dodge the mortars this time, but Russian don't have any mortars. You're good to go, Wolfie.
James, where'd you want another one at?
If we get it.
We could have one over here.
Turning always valid on rally.
I was so fucking hungry, like in the first round.
Shadows seem to play a large concealment role in this up. Yeah, I feel like the shadows are very, very dark. Look at this. Very, very dark. Look at his look at his hands and then the rest of him.
Scrounging Russians for food.
Alright guys, make sure we're getting a good spread. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Shadows are definitely huge.
Fuck me.
For somebody who's in complete sunlight, this. Even still kind of dark, I guess. Lifetime been called yet?
You guys' textures loading in or not quite?
Everything's loaded in for me.
Are you guys yeah, okay.
Joe, how's the cover up there?
Go again. Paul, you're there.
How's the cover up there?
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Okay.
What's next?
Copy.
I'll divvy
The shadows are like really bad inside. Like, look at this. This is so dark
Just a
on
reminder,
the inside.
me with forward scouts. And coolest.
This look cool.
Almost disorienting.
Bravo to my right, and Charlie to my Charlie to my right, Bravo to my left.
Make sure to also send that buddy team ready. Scratch that. We're gonna send just to the plan, guys. Silas's fire team is in the northeast. We'll actually be heading out north. And they're gonna spread out, be in early morning. Bag of Joe, your spot's kind of vital, so we're gonna actually have all your guys sit there.
The kids are fighting blindfolded inside. Yeah,
Miyamoto, you're still
you're
gonna
not
be
wrong.
at that point with your full squad and whatnot. Copy that.
This is a fallback point for the squad we're looking at. Squad Blue 2, Squad 2. This is a fallback point for them. If they can get into these buildings and harden up, let the Russians come to them, I think they can do some damage. And if they decide to bypass them, they've got perfect windows to shoot them in the back as they try and move up these hills.
It'll be fine.
Squad lead, make sure you figure out secondary locations to fall back to.
super critical on Alpha Guido's command comms. We'll see if he can keep them up because I've been really impressed with them so far.
I'm gonna try to keep you on that hill no matter what, because that can be a really good thorn in their side.
Live at 7:34, so live in about 3 minutes.
Has a direct line of sight on our point.
Were the shadows this dark in the first round? Yeah, ODH shadows were this dark in the first round. We didn't see it as much because I didn't go to the buildings, but here we'll go back to one of the buildings in particular that I noticed it at. It's not even a building; it's like a shed. I didn't mention it.
That's not ideal, but
this thing right here. Somebody was fighting in this. Look how dark it is underneath. And I'm not sure what that is. It has to be like a lighting thing for like skybox. Like a tunnel? Oh, I see. So look, it gets here. I'm gonna do it over here. It looks better. I'll head back to the platoon, but I think I can move faster than the snow can generate. Yeah. You wait a little and the snow starts to fall heavily, and then you move quickly. I get it. It thinks I'm a person. It's trying. It's like local particles, I guess. Neat. And the website looks like they're going to switch to upgrade Unreal Engine, optimize performance bug, helicopters in commander mode with a bunch of features for that aspect. The new engine will enable 50v50. Awesome, Frankie. That's awesome. You're talking about squad, I hope, not Halo.
Yeah, between 35 and 430.
Yeah, I'm getting like 30.
No skybox follows individual players. Spectating doesn't work too well. Yeah, spectating doesn't work too well. I can definitely outrun the snow skybox. Yeah, look, you can see the little line there. That's funny. Yeah. Upgrade the Unreal Engine, optimize performance, which is going to be good. I've had pretty good frames every patch. I've gained like 1 or 2 frames. Pretty good as far as that goes. Bug hunt's obviously good. They're adding in the helicopters. I hope it's going to be similar to the helicopters we've been using because I've been practicing with those a little bit. Not saying I'm going to be flying them all the time. I'm a good radio guy. Like I'm a really good radio guy when it comes to helicopter performance. But and gunner, but I can't fly to save my life. But yeah, the new engine enabling 50v50. It's an extra like 10 people per side. That's an extra squad per side plus 1. Like, it's huge. It's so huge. Love it. I love it so much. You know, wait.
The sad part is I got a 2080 sitting 10 feet away from me. Just can't put it on my computer because.
So a movie once where they outran the cold. Day After Tomorrow project. That's right. They outran the cold in that one, where they have to run from the boat to the library. And then the dad throws his friend down a chute, and nothing bad happens to him. Live in about 3 seconds. Let's see what happens. Live. GLHF. So, Blue 2 going to move west, take up position in this hill. Blue 4 going to hold their position. Blue 1 on the east, Blue 3 on the south. Going for a nice 360 security. Too many people in the south, I think. There's no... Whoa, they're more of a western security than a southern security, leaving this nice hole here. So I guess it's okay. We'll see if this holds. Put in a lot of presence on the western side, not too much on the east. Off the bat, red team fanning out. 1, 3, 2. Moving into their line formation with BTR mounted up with 4. Moving off to the flank. Movie's old? That movie's not old, is it? It's gonna make me feel old if it is. Can't be that old. It has Amy Rosamund in it. I like her. I'm looking it up now. I'm on IMDb.
So that fire team that went out there, should I be sending a buddy team or no?
Negative.
Not much movement for the U.S. They're really gonna try and hold their position. 2004. Wow, that is old, isn't it?
Alright, Silas, get your guys up over there now, to the north.
Hey, First Sergeant. Hey,
I want that mine down and everything.
15 years ago.
They never moved the buddy team to the north.
And
yeah.
Alright, so Russian team moving pretty quickly, already past about a grid square, 1 and 3 moving south, 2's diverted to the east, most likely going to be a flank, putting a lot of pressure on blue 1 here. Really interested to see where red 4 goes on the west.
Oh no, it's all good.
Tell me what I need to do. Where do I put him?
The reason I like this.
Okay, just go around. If you guys can place right there, just put it there, okay?
Yeah,
Got
we
it.
can curve around that hill.
Emoto, can you get that landmine down to your west?
We had one right here, I believe.
Very aggressive positioning here by blue 2, sending out another fire team on the west, or an extra buddy team further west. Is this their mines, guys? Sled V.
Your engineers have 2.
Ban this fucking tree line now.
Can't get anything.
It's gonna be K9.
Oh, I lied.
About the
my
mine,
audio before.
unfortunately, I don't think my squad has the kit for that. Kind of fucked
Move
up.
south.
I bet Assault is itching to implement a counterattack. I don't think he's stationary in nature. No. Assault. He's very aggressive with his leadership style. Always in the front of his squad. Always leading from the front. It works out for him more often than it should, I think. But he's just really good at it. He's good at leading from the front. So if it works for him, I guess, you know, Lord power to him. Dokugun, Ryo, and Sled V still don't see this contacts on the their north yet, or even hear the BTR.
Copy that.
Wait, I heard something. K9? I don't know what I heard. I heard K9, but I don't know.
Just make sure everyone is stressing their
Day after tomorrow movie is 15 years. Yeah, 15 years old. It's Well,
now I can hear them.
Damn.
I'm not hearing it anymore.
Oh. Maybe it's ambient.
Maybe.
So, Sled V thinks he hears something. Dokugun Ryo says no.
Get eyes on that BTR and if possible take it out.
50. Keep bringing it back, 420 Tommy. 15 years old. Come on, man. Do that to me.
Enemy position, possibly on Delta 993. It's probably where we heard the BTR.
Solid copy.
Confirmed visual, but that's where we think they might be.
Alright, keep me updated.
The grid squares off.
Coming in from a western push, possibly northwestern. No guarantee of that though. Where's that contact at?
North,
Contact on blue 1 here comes in contact with blue 2. They had swung this out. I didn't even see this movement here from here to here. Looks like they were only there to set up mortar or set up mines. Alito 6 is bleeding. D-Leak is bleeding. They're gonna have to just. D-Leak's gotta sit here. He can't fall back from this or he's dead. Just hide.
I'm not gonna shoot over your guys' heads yet.
Silas, what do you say?
One of my college friends was on Facebook talking about turning 50. I was like, holy shit, we're old, right? Time stops for no man.
I need a size on that element. Was it 1 squad, 2 squads, what?
Unknown, heavy contact, stand by.
Solid copy.
Let's see if this frag lands. D-League toss it. Just barely not far enough. That could have been really good taking out Dean Chavez or possibly even Sadir. You're stuck, D-League. Just heal up and pray. Yeah, there he goes. Got his medic bag. He's running! Can he make it? Serpentine, D-League. Serpentine. He's hiding. This is where the shadows play to his advantage. Look at these shadows.
As soon as anyone gets up to the idea of that BTR, I need you to send it to me now. Like
Alright, D-League is running. He's just running. From shadow to shadow is essentially what he's doing. Did you see that? How did he make that run, right? How did he make that run? He's out. I'd say he's out safely. Can anybody stop this escape? This great escape from D-Leak. Stormtroopers on the other team, right? D-Leak's out, yeah. He's gonna be alright. Update on kills. 1 kill for the US. 1 kill for the Russians. Alito 6, you're not gonna. You shouldn't be peeking anything. You're hit again. He may bleed out here. Oh no, he's reloading. He's good. He's good. He's good. But to say, if he has to bandage, he's dead. He's okay though. So, Red 1 is pushed up on the west. May have some contact here really soon on the west.
Guido, you got K9 in for squad 2. I'm hearing for BT.
Epic Smiley may go down to some grenades here.
How heavy is it up there?
My fellas are getting hit from the northwest and west.
We need to pull back.
They should be fine.
Copy that. If you take any more casualties, pull back and set up the secondary positions in town. However, I want you and the lad staying outside here to flank and take out that BTR if possible.
One of the original cast of the A-Team.
Golf 986 enemy contacts.
Copy that.
Wow.
Golf 986.
Epic Smiley, oddball, gonna fall back. That's probably the best call. I'd say fall back. You're getting overwhelmed. They have clear fire superiority. Just get out of there. Don't try and hold this. It's not gonna really work out for you. You may get the 1 kill, but the 1-for-1 is not in your favor. Well, I guess technically, well, no, it's not in your favor technically. 2 kills for the Russians, 1 kill for the U.S.
One's heading over there now. Don't worry. They're sending a fire team.
One has fallen back entirely. I like the repositioning, moving all forces to the west. Probably, I liked one's position on this hilltop here.
We just lost Western Hill. We're giving that up already.
BTR is pushing up to the western hill. It's between me and my squad.
Copy that.
We've just hit once in the rear.
Copy that. Good shit.
Nice, they hit the BTR in the back. Let's see if Sled can land that second shot.
How many shots you got left?
Some dude out in the east, at least one.
Yep, just.
And I see 66 moving up to our guys.
Is anyone suicidal enough willing to go down and grab that?
It really proves the blue US and the red Ruskies. Yeah, generally that's what I do. People expect the US to be blue and the other guys to be red. I like to be on the attackers because they're gonna have the better comms. But it's an awkward call on this because the Russians are the attackers, but the US are the US are the defenders. But generally US is blue, so we're gonna hear the defenders comms, and they're fine. Blackbeard goes down. That's a squad lead down.
Nice.
I actually have
Let's head northwest.
Copy.
Say again.
Will we head northwest? Disengaging?
Yeah.
I know it.
But just stay in cover. Yeah, move west and then we're gonna move south.
Keep in mind.
How many shots you got on that lot left?
1.
Be advised, I have scratch that. We cannot move the lodge. Never mind. We have audio.
Come here.
West of my Bravo fighting.
Ooh, he's gonna get to reload too. He's got the fire team lead kit. What a nice little buddy team out here. They may get another shot on this BTR yet.
Oh, you're scanning here, man.
I think they're trying to mount that western hill where squad 2 was previously.
He will come up.
Or they are moving into the village compound. Sorry.
Update on the rest of the movement. Red 1 and 4 on that western hill. Red 3 on the northwestern hill. And Red 2 on the northern hill. 1 moving back to that northern position. Like, really thought that was a nice spot. The rest of this flank is really nice. It's a nice little hold here, I think. Wow, look at 1. Diverted around the hill. Who made that call? I don't know who made this call. Was it 1 lead or was it command to move a fire team off the point to flank? And what's good? It's enough to make a difference. It's 4 guys, 6 total off the point. That can do some damage in the rear. If they don't get spotted, that is. And it's enough, and it's not too many to where they're taking people off the point where they really need them. They still have a good amount of people on the point holding it. Oddball, Epic Smiley, Volatile Magnesium. They've all got nice hard cover, Lima Bean, nice hard cover to fire from. And look at Lima Bean's position here with this MG. This is really, really good. 6 kills for the US, 3 for the Russians. Lima Bean, you're gonna have to fire sooner. I'm gonna go look at somebody else.
You got a good up there. You can hit to the west. You can hit to the north.
Look at it. It's like they're invisible. It's weird. Danny boy goes down. Let's go. Let's look at the northern flank, then go ahead and check out Dokugun Rio and his lats. So northwestern flank of 4 on the hilltop looks okay. They're holding their position fine. They've got sandbags where they need them.
Yeah, those ones are coming in.
A little close for my liking. Too spread out. It's like they're trying to use the shadows too much. Right there. Let's go check out 1 in this hill that I said they should be. Let's see if I was right. I was just looking at the map and their positioning earlier. Yeah, I really like this spot. Alito 6 has a nice spot. Evanescence may have a really nice spot. Like, look at this.
What's that?
It's just such a nice spot. It gives them a nice field of fire from like 4 all the way to like 328. This can be very powerful for them. Is this an MG? Yeah, that's an MG. Watching that. Nice.
Dokugun, I need you sending a buddy team to the Logi truck. They cannot move it, but see if they can unload it at that range.
BTR's down.
Copy that. Good shit.
Ooh, nice shot from Sled V onto the BTR.
Together with Squad 1's fire team down there, you guys are gonna push the hill that you guys had pushed off of. All right? The Fox 10 hill.
Copy.
Good shot. Was that Sled V? Let's see.
I was so pumped for that kill.
No, it wasn't Sled V. He wanted the kill. It was somebody from 1. Probably, no, not Elite. It was UJ Key. Sled V was stalking him. Sled V's disappointed. Snatched right from underneath him. But luckily he's going to hook up with the rest of this fire team, and they're going to be able to push this hill from the flank. Meaning the Russians now have to divert attention. Look, they have to divert a full squad to look at these 6 guys who are no longer on the assault. 4 is even pulling back to watch this. Yeah, that completely stalled the assault. May allow 6 to push up these guys from the west, or push these guys from the east moving west. I don't think they will, though. I think it'd be very aggressive, and I'd like the call, but I don't think they will. Probably not smart. I just want it to happen. That's really it. That could be a game changer, right? That BTR being down could be a game changer. This squad in the back could be a game changer. These 6 guys could do some damage. Even if it is just time, damage to their momentum. That could be enough for them. Alpha's doing a good job. I'm liking the comms. It's very consistent, clear comms.
Yes, I do.
Please, I just used up my smokes to get you over. Alright, good shit.
That shots were coming from the northeast.
The pilot's drunk and he's dropping the goddamn supplies all over the place.
So who's attacking again? Seems the roles have been reversed. Red is attacking, blue is defending. Blue is defending their point. They've got a majority of their team on the point. They have a single fire team. Well, it's a little more than a fire team. That's 6 guys on the flank harassing the red as they try and push through, completely stalling Red's push.
Guido, they are holding the hill north of my current position. I can't.
Dude, we'll take the town. There's the north.
Copy. If you don't think you can push that hill, fall back.
You probably heard it.
Do you think you can push that hill?
We can push north.
Wow, good little bound with DJP and Friskers there.
Negative on that. Keep your fire.
Watch the ammo, but yeah, it's good. Good little bound there.
4 freshmen.
Copy.
Solace, your fire team over there is free to maneuver as needed. On it. I'm gonna take the chains off you. The eastern one? A-firm. Oh yeah.
Sled, we're gonna hold him.
3's gonna go watch south.
Solid copy.
Note for Sov, don't stop for teammates who need ammo. Did you die here? Did you die over here? They just dropped ammo and they started getting shot at.
How many casualties have you got?
Daki and friend. Wow, oddball here. Pushes up on Dwarf. Took out, I see 3 dead bodies here. What is this? They pushed west. They got aggressive. Get it too. I thought they might. I didn't hear the call, but I like it. See, I said I would like it. I see a couple dead bodies here. Dwarf's the only one remaining on Oddball's team, or on Dwarf's the only one remaining in Oddball's sights. 13 kills for the U.S., 8 kills for the Russians. Stopped the BTR because people needed to reload. Told them I couldn't sit here for long. And then boom. Yeah. To be fair, you had a fire team and a buddy team stalking you for quite a few minutes. It was a matter of time, but definitely stopping for ammo, not wise.
Throw it directly north.
BTR gonna, yeah.
Try and keep.
Well, stopping where you stopped for ammo. Yeah, it sort of just lined it up for him. But where would you stop? Let's see. Let's see. I guess drive into here and try and low, but I mean, still doesn't give you too good of a cover. I mean, you were stopping for speed rather than safety. Yeah, stop, get the ammo, and then get out. They just got you right as you got it. They shot you from your west over here. There's this fire team got sent over to your west. They had a nice little crossfire.
I'm not sure where
they still know where Dorf is. Oh no, they don't know where Dorf is.
Copy. If you have to, feel free to pull back. We can
tried going up the hill, but it wouldn't make it. Yeah, that hill can definitely be tough. These hills can definitely be tough for the BTR.
Go ahead, 3. North of Hamdog. North of moving left to right. I'm not exactly sure where. Might be close to.
Flank is being completed by this fire team 1.
Send me
there are friendlies on that hill, so.
Yep.
Make sure he's double checking and he's 100% sure those are enemy contacts.
Ooh, Captain Verk goes down.
4, are you pulling back?
And one other goes. Oh, pipe funking into it. I don't even know how these got. I guess Oddball and Captain Verk had pushed through the element. They didn't clear out their flanks. Only 2 people, so it's understandable. But they may pay for it here. As the insurgents. We'll get it right eventually. Russians close the gap a little bit. 14 kills for the U.S., 10 kills for the Russians.
So pull oddballs to you and pull back. Silas, give me an up on that flanking element.
These guys pass up where they were supposed to go.
Copy, that element has contact in the northeast. They're about to move on them.
Please tell me you're killing somebody.
Solid copy.
They're right behind us.
Reposition.
I don't want moving that, I don't want you moving the,
Where's that from?
173, 173 for my position. I only saw one of them.
I mean, I kind of have to use the map research because I need to know where people are. It helps with the big picture, I feel.
Let's fall back slightly south and take this hill.
I definitely have a bad habit of bringing it up too much, but we need to know where the majority of the team is. Like, Blue has sort of fallen back from this hill. Blue 4 was in this this salient here on the northwest of their defensive location. They've fallen back, allowed Red 3 to push in. Red 3 fire team to push in. Red 3 proper is on the hilltop to their west, laying down fire onto the Blue team. We've got a flanking element of Blue 1 pushing onto Blue 3 and what remains of Red 3 and what remains of Red 5 and the rest of his Red 1. Blue 2's probably gonna push back or pull back. I'm not sure what they're gonna do now.
Okay, I'm bandaged up. You confirm you got him?
No, I don't know if he's dead.
One of them.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm firing.
But I think I know where you're at. All right, I'm ready.
No, they're on the hill. They're on the hill, dude.
All right, yeah, that might be a bad idea.
And they want to suppress. He wants UJ Key and Vladimir to suppress so Friskers can push up. Good idea, but yeah, he'd have to move through too much for it to be of any use. This fire team is now less than a full fire team. It's about 3 people now. See if it can do any use here on the flank. Red 3 has moved up on the onto the salient. This is their foothold now. This is what Red team, Russian team needs to commit to. This is their foothold, and they need to push through here.
Update.
Seeing nothing on the south side of the hill where my guys were.
Copy.
Dorf's still alive? Dorf is still alive.
Amount of casualties here, guys, so we're gonna kind of tighten up a bit. defenses.
I love how the harassing Blue 4 elements are keeping the attack stalled. They have them going the wrong way, right?
The town where Lima is on the west side.
Yeah, that harassing element, not big. It wasn't big. At max, it was 6 people. That's all it took. That was like 6 people, less than a squad, about a little more than a fire team. Was all it took to harass and stall the enemy team of about a full fire team.
Same contacts that were shooting at us from the northern hills.
Solid copy.
So Blue 4 calling out Red 3 here on this flank. Blue 1 is falling back from. Blue 1 has fallen back from this hill, I think, to focus on their northwest. That may open it up for Red 2 to come in from their northeast. That mine might have something to say about it. I mean, there's no vehicle, so I guess the mine won't have anything to say. Yeah, Red 4 and 5, they're dealing with these 3 guys. Gives them 2 distinct advantages: distraction and information on dispersion of enemy forces to relay back to the main defending elements. Yeah.
Northeast, yes.
Very, yeah, it's accurate.
Act as you need. 3, pull a couple.
1 is going to be the one giving that information. That's 1's flanking element. Let's hope that information keeps coming in from 1. Because 1 is still on the point proper, so he's going to be alive for a long time. He'll be able to get that information until the last guy does.
If they head straight east, there may be some contacts around that area.
Let's go back and check out this one. TY might know where Friskers is. No, he doesn't know. Friskers doesn't know where anybody is. He knows that's where people were. Oh, he does see Frisker, or he does see TY. Can he? No, he doesn't. He's just shooting at something else.
Copy.
Dude, there's a fucking rock that when I ADS it disappears, but when I aim or un-ADS.
Red doesn't look like they're pushing much. Yeah, I really feel that Red has lost a lot of their momentum. Most of it on this hilltop right here.
They're pussyfooting around on the north side. I don't have visual on it.
This is where their main push will come from. I do like that flank from 2. I think that's Red 2. Red 2 on the northeast. This may make some difference. This is Dean Chavez's squad.
I don't want you guys to get trapped down there.
Yeah. Losing the BTR was key. Yeah, the BTR going down definitely hurt the Russian push. It's a very powerful asset that they lost. Good movement from Ding Squad. They needed spacing. I'll say that every single time.
Revy, start pulling your guys to the south there, towards you.
That Revy and Kilsu, gonna be the ones who spot this. Yeah, Revy and Kilsu gonna be the ones who spot this. Will they spot it though?
Yeah,
that's the question. Yeah, he'll spot it. Easy.
Send a buddy team.
Holy
point
fuck! One watch south.
One south. One to your
Northern
south.
squad lead. Full squad north of 3.
Alright, we got a fire team flanking our south.
Guys,
How
full
far?
fucking squad.
Whole fucking squad over there right now. 2, I want you getting onto the radio.
Wow, what an ambush! Frederick, Dean Chavez, and 1 other go down in that initial engagement from Revy and Kilsu. Nice shots from Revy. Yeah, holy, like he just like yelled over comms. He just like freaked out over comms. They got it up. Open it up. That was awesome. Yeah, definitely a good little engagement. Took out 3 in the engagement. I don't think they know where this came from. Only one who's sort of looking in this direction is Dubiscu, and now he's looking northwest.
I'm aware. We got close contact on the north and 20 meters too. We're surrounded.
Ooh, nice shots. Dubiscu goes down. Dean Chavez's squad just got wiped. 4 or 5 guys down in a matter of seconds. 24 for the US, 15 for the Russians.
You see the double trees there? It's behind Death Fleet.
I see the rock. Is he about other side of the rock?
Ooh, he goes down to Silas. Duct tape goes down to Silas. Actually, it might not have been Silas. It might have been Sebi V. Sebi V is being aggressive, pushing the red team.
Squad size element. I go 3. One of my guys go 1.
Copy that.
That's not going to get anybody. King's flanking and maneuvers have met with bad luck this event. Yeah, they have. And this is an unfortunate. Like that would have been a good flank. But who was this? Blue 3 having the presence of mind to movies. I believe that was I believe Command was one who told him to go over there and just maintain security on that eastern flank. Whoever had the presence of mind to send somebody to that eastern flank saved the squad. Squad 1 would have definitely gotten run up on by Dean Chavez, and they might have had that element of surprise to slice through the blue team and cut them off. WV so close to contact. I don't know how close he realized, or I don't think he realizes how close he is. No, he has to. Here's that pistol.
1 second, wait, 1 second.
Right here in front of me, right here in front of me.
Yep, got you. One down.
Duronic goes down. Sadir, last man standing from Dean Chavez's squad. He may take out Sebi V here. And Sebi V gets tagged. Frag. Could be a good frag here. Sebi V may go down. Nope. Didn't throw far enough. Landed on the wrong side of the rock form. Landed on the front side of the rock. This is all that remains of Ding's squad, right?
I'm just shooting. I don't see anyone.
Yeah, I'm not. Good thing I was fucking paying attention earlier, huh? This whole.
They saw him now. Right on the mine marker. Really? I mean, kind of. He's spotted though. He's out of the shadows. He's in the defilade though. See if he can get out of here. Sadir. Whoa! That was an IED. That could have been so good. That was an What? What? That was an IED. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Sadir is gonna make it out with his life. Late call on that IAD. Nice. Money Man, iMoney's, Trident, and Boomer. Last man standing on the point or on this salient. Western flank has been managed to make some movement here. Command with what remains of Red 4. Red 4 and a little bit of Red 1. This is just a smattering of troops. They've got a flank going on. They've got a pincer move going on. Moneyman goes down, but I don't think they don't have the members. They don't have the numbers in those flanks. They're in position, but they just don't have the numbers to continue the push through.
Copy 2. I went pushing off the hill to the west and flanked those contacts.
Only had a pistol up. Yeah, Zeronic, we heard you with the pistol.
North of 4.
Probably just out of range when that went off. Yeah, great movement from Sadir. I don't think it was intentional. He definitely didn't know that IED was there. Let's go check out the south pushes. I hear gunshots going off.
We're getting contacts on the south side. Don't know amount, but we're getting contacts.
I'm surprised Dwarf has been alive for so long. Like, Dwarf was in such an awkward position when he was getting shot at by Oddball and friends. He's still alive. Oh, I say that and he's dead. He just goes down.
Gentlemen, just keep perimeter on the phone. We've cleared most of the contacts.
Is Alpha Guido dead?
On the east. It sounds like it's just to the south and the west.
Yeah, 3. I want you to swing south, reinforce.
Yeah, Alpha Guido has gone down. Same with the Shadow. Phoenix. Update on kills: 30 for the U.S., 18 for the Russians. I'll get an actual count. I count 1, 2, 3. 6 red, 6 Russians versus
3 swing south clockwise.
17 U.S. Something like that. 6 versus 17. Not looking good for the Russians. Right? That's basically what happened. What was it, like Castor's Curse? You start talking about him, and then everything bad starts to happen.
What's the squad 3?
Looks like Sadir had gone down over there on that flank. This is the ones closest to contact, but they're gonna get flanked. Look at this movement by Silas's squad.
Exact position where they were.
Yeah, try to minimize your noise as much as you can. They're gonna see us or hear us before they see us.
No.
D-League being aggressive as he pushed frag out, doesn't hit anybody.
West of the radio on red smoke.
My monies gets shot at by Silas. Silas trying to finish the job. Oh no, taking shots at Trident now. Two having to bandage. D-League putting the pressure on.
Oh shit, I fucking didn't know that was you.
He's not in frag range. Ooh, what a one tap by Triton. D-League takes one to the face. Elite knows he's there now. Might see monies. Not sure how he doesn't see monies. Yeah, he sees him. There he goes. Triton may go down here next. Probably to Chaplain. Chaplin's in position to capitalize. Nearing the end game, just wrapping up the stragglers. You've got one left on this flank of Trident, and then you got Intuit, TY, and Pipe Funk on the southern flank. They tried. 32 kills to 22 in US's favor. See what happens. Can they do it? Can Trident pull off the comeback of the century? Over exaggerating. Definitely not comeback of the century. Comeback of the day. Hour. Trident's gonna go down to Zeke. Zeke took a lot of shots to hit it, but he eventually landed one. Trident goes down. Let's go check out Pipe Funk, TY, and Intuit. I'm just gonna try and make a not a beeline, but they're definitely headed almost directly towards the point. Trying to maintain whatever cover they can, just cover to cover, best they can do. Comms have really calmed down since Alpha Guido has died. I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's not. You gotta keep the comms up, I think. Like, call this out. Phoenix, call this out.
Air reports are enemies west of the fog.
Contact west.
Phoenix finally calls it out. They see Intuit, Pipe Funk, and TY. Intuit, they're trying to make some space between them. I really like their spacing, though. Intuit does go down, though.
Smoke in the fog.
Almost. Cover to cover. That's all you can do. TY, and Pipe Funk making the best of it. Silas taking shots. TY taking shots from his flank though. He's gonna go down here. Yeah. No good cover for him here. He's got 2 flanks to worry about. Ooh, looks like Pipe Funk goes down to Hijack. TY, last man standing. He may get Elite 06 here. Does get Elite 06 here. Can he do it? I think he's out of bandages. He's not bandaging. He's out of bandages. He's just making a run for it.
They're close north.
He's close to me.
Is he? Yeah. I don't think they realize how close. Takes a shot at Hijack. Hijack gets hit. TY still hasn't bandaged. Does go down to Sevi V. GG. Good movement from the US. Nice. Good. I really like the repositioning of Russians. They got into the spots that they needed to. Dean Chavez had a really good flank. Unfortunately, got cut off. 4 got a really good foothold. Unfortunately, didn't have the man to push through. Command took the remainder of his guys and had a really good push from the south. Again, just not enough people. That's what it came down to. He got whittled down so quickly and so efficiently from the US. He didn't have the guys where he needed them, when he needed them, because of how, that harassing squad from 1. Very good job overall, though. That wraps it up for us here at Squad Ops. If you're interested in participating in these events, check us out, squadops.gg. All you have to do is sign up on the website, take our basic training course, only about 45 minutes to an hour long, and then you can participate in any and all of our Squad Ops One Life events. We hold them on Wednesdays, twice on Saturdays. We have our Friday postscriptum events as well as Sunday events. They're a lot of fun. I highly recommend them. If you liked what you saw and you want to get give us a follow so you know when we stream, you can do it at twitch.tv/squadops. We also upload all of our videos onto YouTube, youtube.com/squadops if you want to catch the VOD. I was your commentator for this evening, ShadowedRitual, and until Wednesday, I will catch you guys later.